We start off at New Orleans City Hall with reporter Elizabeth Kubel. She has been there live all day.
Elizabeth, you were inside council chambers for hours of testimony about the investigation into the mayor's mailers, if you will, and allegations by the council that laws have been broken. What can you tell us?
Well, Gina, one of the biggest developments actually happened within the last couple minutes of this hearing when it was revealed the time frame might have been tied to that recall effort. And I want to walk you through right now exactly how this came up. The head of procurement was being questioned by city council members and asked about what he knew about the mailers and a meeting he had about the contract for them. He said he was just told it's in the context of the effort to recall Mayor LaToya Cantrell, something her communications director Gregory Joseph swore under oath was not the case. Remember, that was one of the 5 original findings that raised a red flag for council members during their investigation into the legality of these flyers.
So you had no thought in your head to solicit this proposal and send out this mailer because there was a recall happening?
No, absolutely not.
It has nothing to do with anything? Oh, no.
No, it doesn't.
Okay. Did anybody describe to you the content of the mailer?
No.
Did anyone describe to you the purpose of the consultant?
I was just told it's in the context of the recall.
And this is not over just yet. Another member of the communications team still has to testify before council. She did not today just because her attorney could not be present. Reporting live at City Hall, I'm Elizabeth Kubel, WDSU News.
All right, Elizabeth, thank you. Both Elizabeth and Aubrey Killian, WDSU's investigative reporter, they were at today's hearing on the mailings. Aubrey picks up our live team coverage.
Now, Aubrey, you spoke one-on-one to the communications director, Gregory Joseph, after he was grilled by the council. Walk us through your exact conversation and what he had to say.
Hey, Travers, so he had a lot to say. The mailers, they were sent out all across the city. And when I spoke with Gregory Joseph today, he could not give me an exact dollar amount on how much this costs New Orleans taxpayers. Gregory Joseph feels no laws were broken and said he's ready to work and serve the city of New Orleans. After these controversial mailers were sent out, WDSU Investigates uncovered records showing the city's policy for professional service agreements caps the annual contract amount for a PSA to $15,000. According to the records, a $30,000 contract was broken into 2 contracts to make these mailers happen. Records we uncovered show a city attorney advised not separating the 2 agreements. The mailers were going out as the recall petition was underway. Joseph said in chambers the mailers had nothing to do with the recall. Council President J.P. Morrell questioned why the mayor was the only city official on the mailer. Records uncovered by WDSU Investigates shows days after the recall period ended, Joseph got a voicemail from the company used for the mailers acknowledging that the time restrictions for the mailer campaign were no longer relevant. I pressed Joseph for answers. Because this is tax dollar money.
I don't know how much the printing and the posting cost, but I think that somehow it was a total in the $50,000 to $60,000 range for the whole soup to nuts.
So taxpayers spent about $50 to $60K for this.
I don't know the exact number, but from my recollection, that was what the final bill was for. Yes.
What would you have done differently?
I don't imagine that I would do anything differently. Maybe I would, according to JP, put a picture of him on the piece. Maybe I would do that.
Okay, guys, take a close look at your screen. Really, just a couple minutes ago, we did just get a tweet back from J.P. Morrell. I do believe we do have it on your screen right now. He just put this message out moments ago responding to that controversial comment saying, quote, "Nah, I'm good. Taxpayer-funded campaign mailers are against the law." So again, you can clearly tell this was a very heated day inside of council chambers. Also today inside, Gregory made a very interesting comment. He said he does not watch the news. I asked him about that coming up on WDSU News at 5. Back to you.
Interesting.
Yeah. Interesting comment. Aubrey, thank you. Meanwhile, the city of New Orleans